Now this is going to be a very short video, I believe, because it'll be very much cut. So, this is all the stuff I brought to Milsim West, basically, for both sides, NATO and Rust 4. Probably can't hear me at all because of the wind, but basically this is all you need. You got your load bearing gear and your replica. I know I just flagged myself, but they're air guns, they don't have any batteries in them. But let's go off the things I would normally recommend for either side. Obviously, iPro. Always gotta have iPro. If you're not wearing iPro, you're not in the game. Or everybody stopped in the game because you're a dumbass. Secondly, AirPro. If you got a squad mate or you yourself are running blanks at a Milsim West game, you want AirPro because they're not contractually obliged to yell ears every single time they shoot. So just be able to stand next to them and not have to cover your ears is very good.
Hey, you behind that retaining wall! Hey, you see me? You! See me? I guess you didn't see me!
Now, some of the stuff we really don't need is a helmet. Because, really, if you're wearing a replica helmet, unless you're using the armor rules at Milsim West, where you can have 2 tourniquets, which I wasn't the first time, I was wearing a helmet because I was running night vision. They have night vision rentals with night vision incorporated. I do recommend it. It is very fun to play airsoft with night vision. It is kind of expensive though. So, if your pockets can will it, then I recommend you do it. But I wore this helmet for that. The first night I didn't know how the heck it actually worked though, because I couldn't see anything out of my PVS-14 because I didn't dial the rear dial to my eyesight, so I couldn't see anything out of it. The second night it worked fantastic though, because I actually set it so where I could see out of it. But that's that. I mean, other than protecting your head from a small 6mm BB, other than that, to wear a helmet that's a replica, I wouldn't. That's really the only reason. Or other than to look cool. But load bearing gear, I wore this OD vest. Well, no, it's a plate carrier, but I did not run plates in this. The only thing I ran in this was a core ice plate. I think it was a Q core ice plate, which held about 1.5 liters of water, which is for my 2 liters that I needed to get on the field. But other than that, it worked good for that. I still got it. I ran EPM 1s in those for that game because my Lancer mags were failing the weekend before because they weren't feeding. And then the gun I ran for that event, the event that I ran as NATO counterattack bullet guard, I ran this Lancer Tactical Gen 3 M4 carbine type thing. It's the short-barreled version. It's really tiny, but you put this mock suppressor on it, it gives a little more length. But it was nice to run this thing. The ACOG worked for what it's supposed to be for, seeing enemies that you can't really shoot because they're too far. And then we go to the Russian side, the one that I just played. That was a while ago actually, because it's been a long time. I haven't made the video yet. That was at Muscatuck Urban Training Center, where I used this Simi AK-74. Very nice. It's literally like the second game I ever ran this thing at. The first time was when I bought it at ACS Airsoft in Paducah, Kentucky, because my RPK went down. So that was very, very fun. I got this. It worked extremely well. I realized halfway through the game, not even at the game, that I was using the wrong magazines because I was using steel 7.62 magazines when this is a 5.45 gun. So that's cool. It has worked fairly well. I'm going to be running a different gun for my next Milsim when I play Rust 4. But definitely going to be a good backup gun though, because I know it's going to work. So, very cool. And then for load bearing for that event, I used this, literally a black Condor chest rig that I bought at a surplus store on the way back from the first event, because I knew I was going to be playing again as Rust 4. So I had these mag pouches that I got like for like 5 or 10 bucks from buying it from another guy, along with a 1911 that still works. But the magazines, the Elite Force, please restock the rebuild kits for your magazines. I beg of you. And then I had a canteen pouch. I mainly drank out of my Camelback that I had on my back, but having the canteen there to refill it or just drink out of was good too. And then I got this pouch. I forget what I ran in this, but I got a radio in there right now. And then I have my first aid kit. It's really, a lot of this stuff is just for show. I have medical scissors in there, a bunch of other stuff that I really don't really need for airsoft. The only thing I've used in there are the sterile like wipes and the bandages, the tiny little boo-boo bandages that you got in there. But and then for camouflage, I was playing as militia, so I wore M81 the whole time and like that one blue and white striped shirt the entire time. But basically I was the M81 man with the AK. And then for NATO, of course, I wore a multicam. So thank you for following along for so long. 7 minutes isn't a very long time, but for a small channel, it is kind of a long time for viewer retention. So thank you very much for tuning in. Have a good day.